Pilot Bob coming to you live from St. Hubert Airport on the south shore of Montreal for this historic event that is brought to you by the good folks at Lux FBO and Lux Ground Services. This event is being held by Chrono Aviation, who is a proud client of Lux FBO and Lux Ground Services. For those of you who are not really familiar with the St. Hubert Airport, it is a facility that is located 16 kilometers east of downtown Montreal, and it has 3 runways, one of the runways being the longest at 7,800 feet in length is the runway 6 left, 24 right. This is the airport that was actually the first that was built in Canada, and it began operating in 1928. The runway is long enough to accommodate a Boeing 737-880 model plane, of course unloaded, but still that's quite a significant amount of feet for a runway, which is very surprising for an airport this size. Something very interesting, this very facility here was the first headquarters of the NATO organization, and that's going back quite a while. Also in the vicinities around here, there's a company called ADU DevTech. They're the ones who designed in 1969, and they also installed on the Apollo 11 lunar module the landing gear, believe it or not. There's a lot of things going on in this airport here. There's the new Molson Brewery facility, which is not far away. You got the Amazon Distribution Center. This is a hub that is developing. There are lots of industries coming here. There's a lot of interesting things happening. Just want to make sure I cover everything over here. At St. Hubert Airport, there are a few flying schools. So any of you want to take some flying lessons, this is the place to come. Now, we have a special guest on our show. He's the organizer, and he's also the executive director of corporate sales at Chrono Aviation Group. And also, did I say the organizer? Yes, organizer of the event, Mr. Kim Abel.
Hi, thank you for the introduction.
Well, Kim, thank you so much for inviting us to this event.
Yeah, so right now I'm going to do it fast because the aircraft just landed tonight, and invite you guys for this premiere of the arrival of the first 737-800 Simply Cargo. This is a premiere in Canada, and this plane is operated by Chrono Aviation, and it's arriving right now as we speak. So I would let the cameraman to show the aircrafts rolling in to the terminal. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a premiere in Canada.
So we're just going to turn around over here and check the airplane coming in. This is a Boeing 737-800. It's a converted aircraft at the cost of $7 million. SF being for super freight aircraft. It is the first of its kind in Canada to be converted. So this is a very special aircraft. The 737-800 making its way through the taxiway, and it's coming in from Iqaluit in northern Quebec. So let's enjoy the sight of this beautiful bird coming in. warning, that's a safety measure for the people on the ground. So you hear the engines are being cut off right now, and notice that the stroke, you go back and compare it to 737-200, look at the difference inside. This is a stretch version, and you see these models here on a lot of aviation companies that we won't name, but at major airports, these are long-haul aircraft. A lot of these other southern destinations, such as Jamaica, Mexico, Dominican Republic, these are the places you'll be going on. Right now, what you're hearing is the auxiliary power unit. That's the APU. And look at the size of the engine, how much different they are, and how much more performance you get from these engines. That there is a big difference. It's one of the differences with the other older generation planes, the 737s. We're hoping we can get a word or two with the captain of the aircraft. If it's possible, there's been a delay. It was supposed to arrive here at 4:30 this afternoon. The bad weather held it back. 2-hour delay in Winnipeg, where it actually took off from at the beginning of the itinerary. And then it was stuck up in Quebec. That's way up north of Quebec. And it was stuck there for a while because there was no ground service crew. So that's what explains the delay. We apologize for the delay. We weren't supposed to be on in 2 hours. But I guess it was worth the wait. See right now, the ground crew are doing an inspection of the plane just to make sure that everything's okay, that they find anything that might have gone wrong. This is a standard procedure. We're filming live on my personal Facebook page, Robert D'Alessio, and on the Bobby Short Shorts Facebook page. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this exciting event. If you missed the live, not a problem. You can always catch it later on after the broadcast. We will be posting this on the Bobby Short Shorts YouTube channel as well. A word with the captain, if it's possible. You can also watch this special event on the podcast buzz. Podcast.buzz. Go there as well and watch it. So we're just awaiting the exit of the pilots. Hopefully it's going to be taking place very soon. The authorization, because there are strict rules in aviation, you cannot get too close to the aircraft for safety reasons. Please feel free to put up all your comments, all your love. Just let us, let us know how you feel at this beautiful event. Hats off to Chrono Aviation for just making this event happen. It's fantastic for aviation fans. This is a wow moment for you. So enjoy, guys. Take a look at this beautiful aircraft, which was a passenger aircraft converted to freight at a cost of $7 million. So there has to be something really fancy about this plane, and we hope you can get a peek inside the plane as well. So let's see how things go. So as you can see right now, the rat truck is making his way to the main door. The pilots should be emerging. those of you who had just tuned in, this is a special event coming to you live from the St. Hubert Airport on the south shore of Montreal. All letters CYHU. And this is the unveiling of the new 737-880 SF that will be super freight. And this is one of the newest members in the Chrono Aviation family. Incidentally, St. Hubert Airport is the 50th busiest airport in Canada. And for those of you who missed it, this is the first Canadian airport to have been built, and it went into operation in 1928. And it was the first NATO headquarters, interestingly enough. Happening, the pilots are shutting off all the switches, making sure everything is shut off. The auxiliary power unit is still running. And one of the things it's doing is keeping the instruments going. They have their lighting with that. They also have the heating that they need inside the airplane. Those who are curious and don't know much about aviation, you're going to notice on the left wing the light is red, on the other side it is green. It just to show you the direction in which the airplane is going. So, just for the sake of conversation, if two planes are meeting this way, you know they're going head on. The general rule is that they both go right for each other to avoid each other. A bit like navigation, it's very, very similar. Come on. It's been a long day for them, very understandable. Right now, we see we have some plane spotters who are on hand. We have Mark Brandon, who is one of the plane spotters. We also got Nick, who as well is on hand. Another plane spotter, Maxine, I didn't get her last name. And there's a lot of airline enthusiasts that actually get to hang out and take beautiful pictures and videos on this plane. As you just heard, that's the APU unit that's been shut off. So that means the pilot should be emerging any minute now. The setting is just right. We got a beautiful full moon. I don't know if our cameraman can get a shot of that dark, black 737-200 over there. Just, I don't know if you can get that into perspective and see the size, the difference in size between the two aircraft. Here we have Martine. She's actually one of the planes.
Hi. Hi.
Do you speak some English, Maxine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, but your mom is watching pour sa maman qui est en train de regarder le podcast. Maxine, bienvenue à cet événement assez spécial.
Très spécial. On est content d'être ici. C'est froid.
C'est assez froid, merci, oui. Martine, comme ça, tu étais un enthousiaste une passionnée.
Oui,
Passionnée de l'aviation. Comment tu as commencé à aimer les avions?
Écoute, ça m'a toujours impressionné de voir ces grosses machines-là voler, tout simplement. Je ne peux pas dire que je suis une passionnée très férue, dans le sens que j'aime les avions. Mais je ne m'y connais pas tant, mais j'aime bien ça les voir. Puis, c'est ça, je suis contente d'être ici.
Si tu m'as impressionné ta maman, Zizi, là, c'est un
737 800. Ça, je sais. SF.
Avec des moteurs CFM 5.6.
Des moteurs CFM 5.6.
Wow, c'est une passionné. Wow, c'est pas beautiful, ça. Wow.
Aucune idée.
Comme on voit que tu es à tes débuts comme passionné d'aviation.
Oui. Un appareil photo assez de base. Je m'en avais un meilleur avant, mais peut-être je vais regarder pour changer éventuellement. C'est une façon qui coûte cher, hein, la photographie.
Effectivement. Mais toi, là, tu veux faire des photos, c'est pour le paysage personnel ou c'est peut-être quelque chose que tu veux offrir au public?
Ben, c'est sûr que si il y a assez de qualité pour le public, je vais faire ça. J'ai un petit compte Facebook, Montreal,
Ça, c'est ta base personnelle?
oui, c'est ma part personnelle de photo. Mademoiselle photo. Là. Il y a des avions, il y a des oiseaux, il y a tout ça.
C'est des amis qui sont venus.
Ben,
Merci beaucoup, merci. One of our new friends we have, Mark, thanks so much for being at this event. As you can see, he's an experienced photographer. He's an aviation enthusiast, Mark Brandon. Such a pleasure to be here. Beautiful moment sharing this with you. Sure. So, have you been doing this for a while?
Yeah, for a very long time.
Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption. The pilots are just coming in. What are the major differences between the
Everything.
in
That's the
terms of avionics?
737 is more longer, the bigger engine, the fuel is fuel efficient, is fly higher, faster, and the 200 would take around 11,000 kgs of cargo. That one is 23, 24. Yeah, more faster. The 200 flying around Mach 7.2. That one is Mach 0.80.
Wow, that's
So that's perfect.
And as we were telling our general audience, we have winglets on the wings.
Yeah.
This is a feature that we don't have in the 200.
Yeah. All the NGs, most of the NGs have that kind of a winglet. That's for fuel.
Fuel efficiency to cut the vortices.
Yes, sir. And that one is cargo, so the best job ever. That's a cargo job. And that plane is good. Make a long flight and more comfortable and more tired at the end of the day because it's more quiet. That's awesome plane. Very, very happy to fly it.
Well, we thank you so much. We know you had a big day, a busy day, a lot of delays and all
That's
that.
not that day. The problem is we leaving early tomorrow, so we're.
That's right. That's why we appreciate so much the time you've taken with us.
This is my pleasure.
So thank you so much, Captain, and hope to meet you sometime soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci,
That
Steve.
was the captain of our airplane. Now let's see if we can actually get into the plane and get a little bit of a look, see what it looks like inside the plane. While our cameraman here, the delightful Jenny Duhane, who's a producer of Pilot Bob's No Delay, was on camera on the Bobby Short Shorts Facebook page. And we have the amazing Joseph G, who's been around for 1,000 years. He's on my personal Facebook page. So while I try to work something out, if we can go onto that plane, maybe you guys can get a little shot of the scenery, and I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, folks. I'm going to be right back. Great news. So you have our blessing to get into the plane. So let's go check out this bird inside. Yes, okay. So, the
On va aller à
procedure...
l'intérieur. On va aller à l'intérieur.
On peut y aller?
Oui, oui.
Ok, mais...
Mais on fait pas des vidéos des mécaniciens au travail.
Ok, mais on est live, je peux pas l'arrêter. Ok, donc, on peut
Ah,
pas...
mais c'est correct, non, c'est pas de problème. Ouais, parce que c'est pas du privé, on peut pas. Dans le village, on n'a pas
Il n'y a
l'autorisation.
pas de problème. Maintenant, tant que vous me dites qu'il y a une affaire avec les filles. Okay, so guys, you have to avoid getting the pictures, the images of the workers. Of course, it's for privacy purposes. I haven't been on one of these in a long time. My God, it feels so good. You can see their feet. Just make sure you don't get their faces, please. Got 3 jumps. And that would be the cockpit. I don't know if you have a chance. We'll have a chance to go into the cockpit. Check things out. There you go. Our cameraman doing such a fine job getting some footage here. I hope you shared a video.
Yeah, no, well, for sure.
So this is a privileged evening for us, actually coming in and inside the cockpit of the 737-800. You see the modern aviation, all the avionics inside the plane. The evolution has been enormous. If you guys stay tuned to the Pilot Box No Delay podcast, we're going to be having a lot more videos and pictures. We'll show you the 7300, the 737-200 model that other airlines fly as well, just to show you the difference and also show you the evolution of the aircraft. Earlier in the broadcast, we were saying that the 737 went improvements under 4 generations. It went from 85 seats, that would be the 737-100, to the modern day new generation jets, which seat up to 215 people. So we're about to sign off with the broadcast over here, just getting our last shots. Maybe we can get a shot from the airplane here and look at the facilities. Careful over here, guys. It's icy. Just take a look at it. Just see it. Look at the immenseness of this aircraft. This was a passenger aircraft converted to freight at a cost of $7 million. I know that I'm probably repeating myself, but I'm doing this for the people who have just tuned in and might have missed some of the information that we were giving at the beginning of the broadcast. So to each and every one of you, we thank you so much for tuning in. It was an exciting event. This again is aviation history in Canada. This is the first 737, Boeing 737-800 cargo airplane that was modified as the SF version. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned for Pilot Bob's No Delay podcast coming up. Keep your eyes open. Good night, everybody.